Special people work with special needs children, and our next group has a unique way to make a perfect match. It's called Athletes for Kids. They pair high school athletes with special needs students. Who benefits more is up for debate. Joining us today from their home and outside of Seattle is Amy Stotts. Her son Zach is a mentee in Athletes for Kids, and Tomas Cardenas, he is Zach's mentor. Thank you guys. I know you made the big haul, so we certainly appreciate you. So Amy, why don't you? Thank you, appreciate that. Start off by telling me a little bit about Zach.
He's 14, in 8th grade. He loves acting and loves to watch sports, and also has a lot of challenges. He's spent a lot of time in the hospital. He's had 20 different surgeries. He's he has a syndrome that has
What's it called?
It's called Kabuki syndrome, and it carries a lot of causes a lot of different challenges for him: physical mobility, cognitive delay, hearing loss.
While you've been talking, we've been showing some very cute pictures of Zach on the screen. So, Tomas, explain to me what the group does.
So, Athletes for Kids is a youth mentoring program that pairs high school athletes with kids with special needs and disabilities. But what we try to say to a lot of people is it's not really about being an athlete. Really, it's more about the kids. And what I stress to a lot of people is that it's not really about being someone that's always there for them. It's moreover about being someone that's always there as a genuine person. I feel like a lot of people in programs are there for people just because they're in a program, right? But we're there as a genuine friend, right? We're not just there because we're in a program. We're there to be with them and be there throughout the entire.
Walk me through some of the things that you and Zach do together. And what was it like when you met Zach for the first time?
So when I first met Zach, really, we played a lot of things that made him comfortable. We played a lot of Legos. And as part of my job, being a mentor of him, was I wanted to stretch him out of that. I wanted to stretch myself as well, being a mentor, but also him. And I wanted to start doing some things that made him step out of his comfort zone. We'd step outside, we'd play sports. Yeah, that's some of the things we do. But now we play a lot of card games. We just try to mix it up a lot.
What did you notice in Zach when he started having mentoring? Tomas, I know, is his third mentor. Yeah. So what did you see from before he had a mentor till now?
Well, Zach himself will say that he has a lot of trouble fitting in and knowing what to say to people and knowing what to do next and things like that. And I've noticed just such growth with him. Tomas brings out a really funny side to him, and Tomas is right there emotionally. And even I've watched him struggling physically with something, and Tomas just puts his hands over Zach's hands and helps him. And it's really warming to see that.
Do you think strategically about these things, Tomas? I mean, I know that Zach's in a new school. So do you sit down and say, okay, new school, here's a plan for what I want to get out of this experience for Zach?
I mean, I feel like some people can take it like that, but to me it's natural. I'm going to hang out with my friend, and I understand the things that he's going through. I understand just his life, but to me, I'm his friend, and I go through there, and I have things in mind, right? I understand what I'm supposed to do in my role in his life, but I'm trying to be as genuine as possible, and I feel like if I were to strategically plan something out, it wouldn't be genuine.
Often, I think in mentoring, people often think the mentee is the one who's sort of getting all the benefits, and that is often not the case. Who's getting more out of this relationship?
And that's something else that I stress a lot. It's a win-win on both sides. I feel like a lot of people think that, oh my gosh, it's me the mentee that wins this, but no, Zach has stretched me a lot to grow as a person.
How's he stretched you?
He's having him, step out of his comfort zone makes me step out of my comfort zone, because maybe going outside and being someone's role model, that's a big challenge. And it's a big challenge that I was reluctant to get into, but it's very anxious and it's hard to get into, but when you do it, it's a big role to take over.
How does Zach handle having different mentors? I know you're in your senior year of high school, so this is a special year, but you might separate after that.
Yeah, the mentors that he's had have stayed in his life. It's been really, really beautiful. He's had such a special bond that he still sees his old mentor, Sam. And I can't imagine that you won't continue to come and hang out with us sometimes, show up at birthday parties and family gatherings. He just has fit right into our family, and he really is a true friend to Zach. I see that. It's not, I don't see it as a job for him.
Sort of like the more the merrier when it comes to mentors. I have that same philosophy as well. So end of your senior year, what happens in terms of mentoring for you?
Well, I'm not technically going to be a part of the program after this, but what it is like I said, it's a genuine relationship. And as I move on from high school, I won't be a part of the program like I mentioned, but what it is, I'm going to be still a part of his life. I'm a friend of his. You know, we're still going to keep in contact. I'm going to be in the state, so it's going to keep on going from there.
Oh, good. I love that.
Thank you.
Amy, in our final minute, so what has it meant to you to have Tomas as part of your family, really?
Well, I've said to someone before that, you know, Zach has so many people involved in his life, teachers, doctors, nurses. He has a wonderful, supportive family, but we're all expected to interact with him in some way and be supportive, and we want to. But Tomas is there just because he likes Zach, and he's really a true friend to him. And so it's just been so, I don't know, inspirational to me, and just so important to see Zach be excited when he's coming over, and just really, I don't know, just really grow with him. And
Thank you.
yeah,
It's a perfect friendship.
really important.
I love that. Great. Well, Amy and Tomas, thank you guys so much for joining me.
you.
Talk about the
Appreciate it.
program. It's amazing. Obviously, being a mentor has changed Tomas's life. If this story inspired you, you can go to AmericanGraduate.org and click on Be a Mentor to find opportunities in your area.